this corner is not squared at all. You can see it better from the other side. Along here, I've had to build up the side. This looks like the dirt was pushed over and the fence gets deeper and deeper into the ground. This is where they shoved all the dirt and made a huge heap and pile. As you can see, there's a ledge right there that you can see how low it once was, hopefully anyway. I'll go out in a second. Big mound. And then I'm not quite sure why they thought it was appropriate to use what looks like baling twine to attach the pole to the fence as opposed to using metal clamps. I'm not sure. And then as we continue along, you can see the dirt is still high. And then you can see that it gets to where there's pretty huge gaps to where it definitely is anything but level. Okay. Just going completely around. Again, I've had to fill that one in right there. Okay. All right, now we'll go to the outside. The clamps they used for clamping the gates closed lasted about 2 weeks maybe before they broke. So I installed temporary different ones. All right, now here we are on the outside. And here we are to the area that is not squared, and obviously here you can see it's much better that this post was not squared, but I also think it might be warped. I'm not sure. And then we'll go back along the outside. You can't see much over here because I put these rocks along areas that I had to fill back in that were uneven. Okay, and then we get over here. Again, this is the same thing, just looking from the other side, but you can see all the dirt that got shoved up against here. And you can see how high that is compared to the rest of the yard. That's where everything was shoved. And then you can see that this is down. That's where it was supposed to be. And this is down. It's a good angle here. So you can see, hopefully, you can see how high the mountain is. I'll get all the way down. So that's all the dirt they shoved into this area instead of leveling. And if there was a problem with the dirt and not being able to level it across the entire thing instead of shoving it, I really feel like I should have been notified especially since I was, you know, here for the most part. Not for the leveling part, though. But I was here. They had my numbers also. And this project was not even started until the day I got here and the day that I notified them that it absolutely had to be done. And as you can see, this is not at all level. Now we'll go outside and we'll do the other side. These pens are literally twice the size that was on the plan. And they said it was because here's the other pen. You can see we're not level here. They said it was because none of this is level to the ground. It was because the tuff shed was put in the wrong place. But if you look at the original plans, no, the tuff sheds were not put in the right place. And, or were not put in the wrong place, they were put in the correct place. And had they followed the plans, these pens would have been, this was all I had to fill in. These pens would have been considerably smaller. And so that's where we stand there. While they were building these, the gap between this fence was like this big, and they had to be told that, you know, baby goats can get through that quite easily without even trying. So they then, after I instructed them, they did fix that. The main problem I have with the fencing is on this pen, it's not tight at all. Some of the areas are, other of the areas are very loose. You know, just really not tight in the least. It's mostly just along this wall of the fencing, very loose, as compared to some of, you know, the others. And like if you see, this is very, very tight. So again, the girls is extremely loose. And then we get over here to where again, this is extremely loose. You can't tell because of the door. We get over to this, which I specifically talked to them about, that I wanted something put in here. So what they did is they took some wood, and they just, they nailed it to my tuff shed, which I'm not sure whether that voids the warranty on my tuff shed or not. And they did it on both ends. But as you can see, this is just a mess. It's the same way over here, not quite as bad. So that's basically what we have going on here. I have to get a hold of Tuff Shed to find out if that does void that warranty, because I have a 5-year warranty on those. And that is not acceptable. Now, the pens should have ended. Okay, so here's the pen. It should have ended approximately at this area, approximately. I'd have to look at the thing. But as you can see, it goes all the way down. And the same with the boys' pen. It's considerably larger than the plans. Which is, you know, not acceptable because, well, I had to pay for it. And the other thing is there's no rhyme or reason to where they dropped the T-posts. I measured between all of them, and there's no continuity at all. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. Some of them are pushed further down into the earth than others. There's just really no continuity in this entire fence, period.